Okay, I don't know how to start this series off, but I guess I should start with an announcement. In celebration of 100 subscribers, I had just set up a GFL Discord server, so if you're at all interested, you're welcome to join. The invite link will be in the description as well as in the descriptions of every video I make in the future. I know I could have just made that announcement at the end, but let's be honest, you probably don't even watch till midway. I've seen the stats. With the announcements done, welcome to the first episode of Special Weapons Discussion. Today, we'll be looking at the Ray Gun Mark II and how it would play into GFL. The Ray Gun Mark II is a 3-round burst wonder weapon that was added into DLC 3 of Black Ops 2, or, as you all know it as, Buried. Not only was it added into Buried, but if you had the DLC, the Ray Gun Mark II is present on every map in Black Ops 2. Fast forward to Black Ops 3, it wasn't even mentioned until Zombie Chronicles came out, to which it was added for those maps in that DLC. Finally, for Black Ops 4, it wasn't present until sometime in between Ancient Evil and Alpha Omega, where it was added in for both Aether maps. And then Alpha Omega came out and added 4 variants. For the sake of simplicity, we're just going to pretend that those 4 variants don't exist and just focus on the standard one. The Ray Gun Mark II holds 21 shots in the clip and 162 rounds in reserve. The pack-a-punch version doubles that clip size to 42. And since it's a 3-round burst weapon, this translates to 7 bursts and 14 bursts of the pack-a-punch version. The Ray Gun Mark II was available to players from the mystery bots for 950 points. You can also get a free pack-a-punch one in Alpha Omega by basically doing the first step of the main quest. In Zombies, it did 2,300 damage per shot, and for comparison, the original Ray Gun only did 1,500 factoring in splash damage, and the Python did 1,000 damage. Now, the thing that made the Mark II so brokenly powerful is its headshot multiplier. If you thought a 3-round burst containing 2,300 damage per shot sounded powerful, how's 50,000 damage to the head sound? So where does this stand in terms of GFL stats? Well, let's start with damage. Like I mentioned with Python's damage, we're actually going to use that as our referencing point. Python's base damage stat in GFL is 40, and factoring in the damage difference between Python and Mark II, I'd say about 80 to 85 base damage, maybe just 80. The damage number alone surpasses pistols by almost double, as the highest base damage for pistols belongs to both Thunder and Contender with 46, with Python being second at 40. In fact, the damage even surpasses assault rifles, as the high point there is RFB and CSP-6269. Now you're probably thinking, with damage that high, fire rate is pretty shit, right? Well, let's move on to the fire rate. The Mark II's RPM is about 500. I don't know that that's counting the burst delay because the wiki is vague in that regard, but we have a number to work with. Now, going off the Galil's 750 RPM translating to 66 ROF, I can place the Mark II at around the high 50s to low 60s. We'll say 61. What does this mean? Well, the fire rate on pistols has a range of Thunder's 37 to M58 Calico's 72. It'll have an average fire rate at worst. Mobility is akin to that of pistols and zombies, so as expected, evasion is high. But I guess since that the Mark II is bigger and bulkier than the pistol, we can actually massively dumb down evasion. 65 seems to be a fair amount for evasion. Accuracy, however, that's a bit tricky. I can only go off experience with the Mark II, and it's pretty damn accurate when aiming. It can join Contender with 85 accuracy. With low evasion, for a pistol, health will be jacked. 425 health is about as fair as you can get. This doesn't really help that much for defense, as the amount of offensive capabilities are through the roof with the Mark II. This might just be perhaps the only pistol with some real offensive capabilities. I know a lot of you yell at me that Python has just as much damage capabilities, but her skill honestly confuses me, so I don't really know how it's supposed to work. So far, we've got stats covered. 80 damage, 61 fire rate, 65 evasion, and 85 accuracy. Now we can really have some fun with this. That is, of course, active skill. After some thinking, I've come up with an active skill for Mark II, and before I reveal it, just know that this is an overpowered as shit weapon and the skill needs to match it as such. So don't make an outrage in the comments along the lines of, it's too OP and it ruins the game. And if you are, just remember that we're getting some enemies in the later events that I can best describe as massive bullshit. With that out of the way, let's go over the Ray Gun Mark II skill.
The skill's name will be Destructive Mayhem. I am not listing every level, so I'm only going to say it's level 10 skill. What the skill does is massively jack up the damage of critical hits. It's not a percentage, but rather a fixed value. At level 10, every critical hit will deal 5,000 damage. While active, it also is basically a mix of IWS 2000 skill and G11 skill, and the fact that it fires in 3s, but also has a counterbalance, cutting fire rate to 1/3 of its original value. I can imagine that one activation can deal maybe 75,000 damage at max, assuming no buffs whatsoever. For once, I'd say avoid damage buffs overall, and instead focus on critical rate and fire rate to get the absolute most out of the Mark II. On to tile buffs. Obviously, being a pistol, it'll buff anyone in the respective tiles. Since Mark II will most likely be put in the back because offense over defense, buffing anything forward seemed about right. As for the buffs themselves, 20% on both damage and evasion. That gives the defense the evasion they need and helps buff the offense units like assault rifles and snipers. For equipments, I recommend a suppressor, remove the ammo, and equip an X-type exit. However, for nighttime, switch to the suppressor for MVGs. I can't really think of special issue equipment for Mark II, but it's not like it needs one anyway. It's already OP as hell. In conclusion, the regular Mark II is an incredibly powerful weapon, and if it were to be implemented in the GFL exactly how I described it, then I'm sure it's about as broken as Intervention, A94, AK-12, etc. But what do you think? Would such a weapon be too overpowered, or does it fit in well considering the types of enemies that we're going to start getting? Tell me what you think in the comments. That's all for this first episode of Special Weapons Discussion. Tune in next time for a shotgun that could actually do some damage.
All this for a bit of blood. That shit had better be downright biblical.